Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Jeff and Michael from Achievement
Hello.
Hunter. Michael, it's 5 facts. It's Roller Coaster Tycoon Part 2.
Yee.
Shouldn't this just be called 10 facts then?
Yeah.
Is that essentially what it is?
Let's call it like unknown number of facts. That way each
Let's
week
do that.
we can add more facts.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, such an immense AAA title that so many people look back on so fondly.
Right.
We had to revisit it.
Oh, dude.
Apparently.
I don't know about you, Jeff, personally, but since we did the last one, emails just like out the
Constantly,
wazoo.
right.
Do you ever remember the scene in the beginning of the Sorcerer's Stone where the owls, they just don't stop with
Yeah.
the letters coming in, and his uncle's like, ah. It was like that for Roller Coaster Tycoon 5 Facts Part 2. So finally, I guess
Sorcerer
we're
in the
just...
Stone?
Yeah. What?
Wasn't that Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Oh, Sorcerer, yeah. I was thinking the Sorcerer in the Stone, the, 80s kids
Yeah,
movie.
no, I'm talking about Harry Potter, Jeff.
All right, just
That's
making
why
sure
I
we
mentioned the fucking owls and the letters.
I was thrown for a second
Remember
there.
when they flew the letters in?
I do. I
And
remember
Uncle
very
Vernon
well.
was like, "Not in my house," and they went to that island in the middle of nowhere, and then Hagrid busted in and was like, "I'm gonna get you."
Can you imagine if you were unfortunate enough to have the last name Dursley?
Yeah, that would suck.
That would suck. Yeah.
Or the first name of Petunia.
Hey, speaking of Petunia,
Yeah.
I saw she's on True Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Some-
played.
she's a witch.
Necromancer.
Necromancer, sorry.
Yeah, that's the last season that I watched.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm just on the season after that.
Holy shit! You were like on season 1
I
a
have
month
watched
ago, man.
5 seasons of True Blood in the
Wow.
last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you fucking blew past me.
I did, dude, and I'm still going strong.
Is that fact 1?
And fact 1.5, I guess, is, did you know, Michael, that despite each guest being numbered
What?
as they enter your park, they will sometimes start as numbers other than guest number 1. For example, and Franco gives us an example here, the first guest that enters the Forest Frontier scenario will always be guest number 3.
I think maybe some people didn't do some searching the night before, and guess
That's,
number 1 and 2 probably either A, banged each other in the park, before it
Yeah,
closed
of
last
course.
night, or there's like a murder-suicide somewhere that someone hasn't discovered.
I don't know, dude, but that is a fantastic and fascinating fact that I'm glad I know about.
Well, it's like guess number 3 is 1. What? That's like if you got to the deli, and you pulled your ticket and you're like 7, but no one else is here.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it would be insane. Speaking of insane, how about fact number 2 or 7, depending on how you look at it?
Right.
Alton Towers, which is a very popular theme park and resort in the UK, they actually wanted to use the music from Roller Coaster Tycoon in their park. The original plan was to take many songs from the game and make a medley. Sadly, the project was canceled.
What was the project? Burn a CD?
Burn a CD.
Like,
yeah.
what is that?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Mixtape.
We just couldn't get the
called-
get the man hours together, and
They called it
Didn't work
Project
out.
DVR. Hey, Gavin, he's from England.
Gavin, you're from
Have you
the
ever been
UK?
to Alton Towers, Gavin?
does that sound familiar?
Is that where Simon... You went on air?
Ayer,
Is that where
Ayer.
Simon and Will and everybody go in series 1 of In-Betweeners?
No, that was Thorpe Park.
Thorpe Park. I wonder if Thorpe Park intended to use anything from Roller Coaster
Is that where
Tycoon.
William and Harry go?
Probably. I'm gonna guess. They probably rent the place out though.
Right.
They're not gonna be around the fucking riffraff.
The commoners,
Yeah,
as
the
Gavin
commoners.
likes to call them.
Fact number 3 or 8. Roller Coaster Tycoon
3.
has pre-rendered graphics, so objects have thousands of different graphical frames for different angles. The object with the most frames is the flying coaster car, which has more than 2,832 individual graphic frames.
What the fuck is a graphic
I have
frame?
no fucking
right?
clue.
Like that's pure nerd shit right there.
You know how many graphical frames my dick has?
Yeah, I don't know.
4.
No.
It's like a square. It's like a box. Yeah. Not nearly as rendered as a Roller
Do you
Coaster
get like
Tycoon.
the more graphics, the more excited you get?
It's
like,
sort of
man,
like
it's
that.
like, dude, I'm popping like 20 frames
If
right
I
now.
watch
An episode of Game of Thrones that gets hot and heavy.
Yeah, like
and
a-
maybe
like
it's
a serious Daenerys
You want to
Targaryen
just
episode?
watch the show, but something goes on downstairs.
sometimes I'll
'cause
pop
it's
6 or
just-
7 frames,
Yeah,
maybe.
it's sexy.
Fact number 4 or 9, and then it's got a math symbol next to it. I don't know what that means. The movie Mission Impossible 2 uses the exact same crowd sound effect as Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's not a reference to the game, however, as both parties license the same 30-second sound sample. Wow.
So it's not a reference to Mission Impossible.
It's not a reference to Roller Coaster Tycoon. They just bought the same sound bed, I guess.
Okay.
That was Mission Impossible 2?
Yeah.
That was the bad one.
Oh yeah.
That was the John
Yeah,
Woo
that was
Mission
that was
Impossible.
pretty shitty.
Had doves in it though.
The fourth one was okay, but it was
okay.
no 3.
You know, I think 2 might have been better than 4. I don't know. 3 was the one.
3 was the one.
So with you.
Well, how did you
Nothing.
feel about 1?
So with you.
I thought 1 was pretty convoluted.
It was
and
yeah,
pretty far out.
The problem
there.
with 1 is that they fucking gave all the best scenes away in the trailer. So like when he gets
Guy
blown by
getting
the
fucking squished on the elevator and
yeah,
shit.
and then he's in that tunnel with the helicopter and everything.
Uh-huh.
It's all
And
in the
then
trailer.
the
So when you
whole-
see it in the movie, you're like,
that hanging on the wire thing and catching the sweat. I saw it.
I fucking hate when they do that.
Dude.
I hate when they do that.
Remember that time we fucking saw Fast 6 and in the fucking theater
There's some
waiting for
Ds on that
Fast
box.
6, they showed a trailer for Fast 6.
That was pretty
I'm
funny.
sorry, it's Furious 6.
Furious 6.
I'm sorry. Yeah, they showed a trailer for the movie in the movie.
That was bizarre. But then we saw it in D-Box.
We did, well, at the same time we saw it in D-Box. The seat rolls with you.
It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a great time.
Jack wasn't there.
It was a night of fellowship.
Yeah.
I feel like we bonded that
Without Jack.
All right, fact number 5/10/math symbol. The photo on the back of the U.S. roller coaster Tycoon box is actually a picture of game creator Chris Sawyer riding a real roller coaster.
Son of a
I
bitch.
said it like that because it has an exclamation point. Like,
What?
it's exciting. So I guess Chris Sawyer, he rode a real roller coaster.
Yeah, it's just
and
like-
there's photographic evidence
It's
of
like,
it.
fun fact, right? You like Roller Coaster Tycoon, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's a business, let's be fair.
Yeah.
People need to make money. You got to support your family. But it's nice when you look back and you're like, that guy does love roller coasters.
Right, it's
There's
not
a
just
picture of him on one.
It's not just a
right
day
there.
job for him. He's living the dream.
Yeah, he's living the dream every virtual day of his life.
All right, and let's be done. 5 facts out.